miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Frost fighting it off. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give right side. Frost trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The middle they go. Frost will get only a couple down to the 44. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing.
Touchdown, Chicago! Marvin Mims, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. he's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
It's second and inches.
Now again, right side, Rhodes. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 13 yards there on a Washington first. And now they're in the hurry-up.
At the 50-yard line.
Capture 11. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Number 87.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler. 19 Tiger. Go.
And they go play action. Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
19 tight. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rhodes. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. Here on 3rd down.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways. ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll fake the give, now Williams. And he's got his big tight end here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now this defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. Well, let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'll be one contrarian that would say, give me 10. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. On play action, here's Williams. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they're certainly not shied away from throwing the football. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, but that last one earning them a new set of downs.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, strike. Cowboy.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. He's throwing a good one, and it's caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Well, back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Cut 19! Cut 19! Let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 18 Pioneer.
Daniels looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got to manage Patterson complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Okay,
moved
ready?
Back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Hey, Smash. Go street.
You're ready to spin.
Ready?
To throw is Daniels. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Bronco 80. Buffalo 18.
To the air goes Daniels. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are back within a score. Well, CD, you know he's got great options of wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
To throw, Williams. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Looking to throw is Williams. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Williams. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10.
What is up?
Throwing again here, Williams. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Chicago. Marvin Mims with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it's 21-10. And a drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had him for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's 2nd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
A first throw here for the backup, Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This now a 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Seven Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Daniels. That is caught. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
For a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
70 Lions. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
60 boxes, 60, 18, Rattler, 18.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. two shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Play action, now it's Daniels. Now he's going to step, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Throwing is Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
31-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Frost, no dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains.
33-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. It's caught. Here's Langford.
Williams pass.
It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To the air, Williams. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Washington ready to try again on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Here we go, Jack. Cougar 19. Rig alert, rig alert. Hey, that's your man, that's your man. Ready, right?
Now they'll run it on the taunts. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down at the 28. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Come on.
Back to throw. Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check that. Street. Gotta be lying.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again. Here the 4th.
Here we go.
They'll try and run it up the middle. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
The Bears 1st down.
On 1st down. Frost. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Williams. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 18 yards to pick up there. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep the defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Williams. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down and
he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And the throw's going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the first down on a well-executed double pass. Now it's Taylor. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to be settled down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
He's out of bounds at the 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 65 yards. And the Bears use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now Washington down by 12. 1:45 to play. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Okay,
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther.
Now Taylor. That is knocked away and incomplete. The coverage excellent. And the gadget play is foiled. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. Excellent job and excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town, and now
they're down to none.
Yes, exactly right.